afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the College Football 27 Offside Zone number 2. We got a good one coming for you today. We got a Coach Nacho. We're going to start off with a Coach Nacho report. Coach Nacho report. The Sacramento State Hornets are quietly becoming one of the biggest surprises stories in college football, guys. I mean, after 5 games, Coach Nacho's got the Hornets sitting at 4-1. It's pretty easy to see, and they're alone at the top of the MAC conference with a 2-0 conference record. It's easy to see how that team's been elevated. It's their first year with in FBS play, and I'm telling you, they're sitting at the top of the conference. Coach Nacho has them sitting at 4-1, 2-0 in the MAC. Only blemish is that road loss to Fresno. But Sacramento State has answered that defeat with back-to-back statement wins. The season opened with a 42-13 victory at Eastern Michigan, followed by a 42 shutout to FCS West. After the Fresno setback, Coach Nacho's squad, they responded by knocking off North Dakota State 28-16. And they dominated UMass 28-3. The UMass game was another example, guys, of what this team wants to be. They want to be physical. They want to be disciplined. They want to be relentless. Sacramento State piled up 246 yards of offense. They rushed for 181 and 2 tutties on just 23 carries. Completely smothered the Minutemen. UMass managed only 75 total yards and averaged 2.5 yards per play. Failed to convert a single third down, 0 for 7. It was a defensive clinic. Now comes the real test. After a bye week, the Hornets head to Bowling Green, looking to keep control of the MAC race before a huge conference matchups with Ohio and Ball State. Coach Nacho has these Hornets believing, guys. They're winning. They're not winning with flashy numbers. They're winning by punching teams in the mouth. This defense keeps playing like it did against UMass. Sacramento State could be more than just a nice story. They could be a legitimate MAC championship contender. We got a motto for you, a new Pennsylvania Tough with a New Orleans swagger. Welcome to Levi, the Keystone Cowboy Duke. 4 games into the season. Tulane they're ranked 14 now in the country, proving they're built for championship football. They remain undefeated. Green Wave stormed out to 4-0. Opening the year with a 28-20 road victory at Duke. Levi, the Keystone Cowboy Duke, won at Duke. See what I did there? Anyways, then embarrassing South Alabama 63-6 before heading into Manhattan and knocking off Kansas State 27-14. They scored with time running out. It was a 21-14 ball game for most of the duration late. The defining moment of the season came against Southern Miss so far, guys. In a game that had fans on the edge of their seats the whole time, Tulane escaped with a 24-23 victory. Green Wave controlled the ground game, piling up 283 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging an incredible 10.5 yards a carry. Southern Miss fought all the way back and scored late to make it 24-23. Instead of kicking the extra point to tie the game, the Golden Eagles rolled the dice, went for 2. Tulane's defense slammed the doors shut. The Green Wave stuffed a 2-point conversion, preserving the 1-point victory and sending the Old Man Stadium into absolute chaos. That's become the identity of Levi Duke's football team. Pennsylvania Tough with a New Orleans swagger. They're physical enough to win in the trenches, disciplined enough to survive the pressure, and fearless enough to embrace every big moment, guys. Now, after a well-earned bye week, Tulane heads west to West Point to take on Army before returning home for a key American Conference matchups against Memphis and UTSA. Levi, the Keystone Cowboy Duke, keeps its momentum rolling. Don't just expect Tulane to contend for the AAC title. Sorry about that. Reading my notes here. Expect the Green Wave to crash the national conversation. The Green Wave are 4-0, guys. They're ranked 14th in America. They're proving every Saturday that toughness travels. Pennsylvania Tough with a New Orleans swagger might just be more than a motto. We'll see. All right, lastly, let's head over to DeKalb, Illinois, where DeMarcus Jenkins accepted the challenge of rebuilding the New Orleans Huskies. Expectations were pretty modest as he come into the year. I mean, the Huskies entered the year with just a 66 overall roster, but 4 weeks into the season, guys, Jenkins has them sitting 3-1, proving they can win ugly. Season's open with a statement win, knocking off Iowa, immediately putting college football world on notice. Huskies followed it up with a business-like 28-0 shutout of FCS Midwest, proving the defense was becoming this team's identity. Their sole blemish came in a heartbreaking loss so far to Arizona. They were at Arizona, where the defense again played championship caliber football. The offense couldn't find enough points. Then came week 4. Georgia State wasn't flashy, but it was classic DeMarcus Jenkins football. Northern Illinois 14-7 over Georgia State. Huskies pounded the football for 208 rushing yards on 32 carries. They controlled possession with 249 yards, converted 6 out of 7 third downs, held Georgia State to just 128 total yards and 7 first downs. When the offense needed a drive, it leaned on the ground game. When the defense needed a stop, it delivered. It was physical, grinded out win that perfectly reflects Jenkins' coaching philosophy. Now after a bye week, the Huskies enter Mountain West play at 3-1, 0-0 in the conference yet, with games looming against Air Force, Wyoming, and Hawaii. The record says 3-1. Stats say this defense is for real. And if DeMarcus Jenkins can squeeze much more production out of this 66 overall roster, don't be surprised if Northern Illinois becomes one of the biggest Cinderella stories the Mountain West has ever seen. Folks, this ain't pretty football. It's winning football. DeMarcus Jenkins has these Huskies believing. If they keep running the ball and playing defense like this, the rest of the Mountain West had better be ready for a dogfight every single Saturday. That's all we got for you on this Offside the Zone College Football 27 Episode 2. I'm your man, Flathead Willie. You all have a great afternoon and an even better evening. We're out.